All I know is this violates every canon of respectable broadcasting.
How are you?
Hey, who wants to help me get this recorder out of here? I need some muscle over here.
Every canon of
You are listening to Blame Your Brother.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Big 80, episode 80 of Blame Your Brother. We are here once again to bring you another award-winning show. That's right, Blame Your Brother, the podcast. And there are three of us that make up the show. I am 1/3 of that trio. I am David, a.k.a. D-Brew, voice of the people, spiritual midget, Mr. 40%. And I'm joined every week by the man to the left of me. It's my brother, it's Lee.
What up, everyone? It's El Gato, the keeper of the eternal flame.
All right. And then I'm joined by the guy sits right of me. It's John.
Hey everybody, John here, a.k.a. Tico, a.k.a. Mr. PTI, the Madman.
They got John Tortorella, a madman. They do a madman. Okay, he's a madman.
All right. So that's the three of us, Lee, David, John. We make up Blame Your Brother. And for the next hour or so, we'll be talking about stories, all kinds of things. Who knows what will come up. But before we get started, we start the show off every week by saying we say a lot of outlandish things sometimes on the show. People get offended sometimes. So our legal team, they go back, they listen to the episodes, and they make us offer this statement at the beginning of the show. Do you have anything to apologize for? Any omissions, retractions? And we'll start off with the one and only Lee himself. Anything you said last week that you need to apologize for?
What did we talk about last week? I don't even remember.
The rolling smoke, McDonald's being healthy.
No,
Um,
but I think we're clean.
All right. John, anything?
First time ever.
John, you need to apologize for anything.
no, we did talk about McDonald's, and just recently I heard a comic mention that Ronald McDonald's probably the skinniest clown he's ever seen. I thought that was funny. Anyway,
It's been working on that one for a while.
Wow.
it wasn't me. It was just quoting somebody else.
Is that accurate? I feel like I've seen some pretty skinny clowns.
Yeah.
You just seen a lot of fat clowns?
Not me. I'm just saying that the comedian said it.
But you obviously thought it was funny enough to
did
bring
think it
back
was
up.
funny.
So what's the joke? I don't get it.
For everybody who eats McDonald's is usually
He's making fun of the fat McDonald's customers.
Oh, not the clowns.
Yeah, not the clown. But
He's the skinniest clown I've ever seen, but he meant to say he's the skinniest.
But the joke is he's skinny, but he is at McDonald's all the time.
I'm
so
sorry for being ignorant. I apologize.
It was a long way to go for a joke. Okay, that's what I'll say. But anyway, okay, so nothing to apologize for, John, except that joke.
yeah.
Let's get started on that one.
Apologize for that joke.
All right, he apologized for the joke. All right, so yeah, I think I'm clean. I did great, man. I got out there, spread the word about rolling coal.
Killed it.
I'm in support of it, so I'm all about that rolling coal. All right, so let's go ahead and get started then. Lee, how's your week been this past week?
Pretty good. Just real busy at work this time of year, you know. It's starting to feel a little like I'm getting a cold.
Yeah, that's going around. So you need to wash your hands and drink plenty of water.
Just had a fun night out on Nashville as usual. So, you know, I have this thing where it's like I get like, you know, I have a few drinks and I start talking to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I run into semi-famous people.
Like who?
But don't realize it till afterwards.
Who are you talking about? Who?
So, like, I ran into, like, I was down at the 5 Spot, just a local place here in Nashville. They were having, like, a benefit show for a guy that had died that was a musician. So that was kind of super cool.
He was in the Pink Spiders.
Ben?
Oh, what's his full
What
name?
are you talking about? Pink Spiders.
The guy died this week that was in the Pink
I
Spiders.
don't think he died this week.
Okay, I thought it was for that same guy. Anyway, so it's for a guy named
Anyway,
Ben.
yeah. So I was there, just, like, run into, like, Margot Price.
Okay, I know who that is.
Yeah. Really? She's had, a song with Willie Nelson or whatever.
I wouldn't know her if I was talking to her.
I didn't either until afterwards.
But if she said her name, I would know who she was.
Well, I took a picture, and then later I saw a picture of her, and I was like, holy, like that was, anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Weird things like that happen in Nashville.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So that was your big run into Margot Price.
Yeah, sorry. Was that a little anticlimactic
No,
for you?
some people love her, so those people.
Not you, though, right?
I mean, I've heard a couple of her songs, but like I said, I've run into semi-famous people, and I didn't know who they were, and engaged in conversation, and almost insulted them in the process.
Like
but
who?
I've told it before. The Game of Thrones person.
Oh,
man.
okay.
Game of Thrones person.
So one time with a Game of Thrones extra.
At conventions, you do it more than you would think. You're like, who are you? You know, like, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, well, yeah, did not know who you were. Not like it's Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead or something, but it's usually like B-listers or people on their way up. So yeah, I'm sure we've been out and run into people in the past we didn't know who
like
they
how
were.
many people have we done and we never even know?
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway,
I mean, yeah, for sure. John, how's your past week been?
All right.
Yeah,
Just all right.
just all right. Nothing stand out.
Not that I can think of. Apparently, I watched some bad stand-up comedy, but outside
besides that.
yeah.
Well, we'll go ahead and say what I did in just a second, but we're going to make the clarification. They're asking in chat, do we have the mayor of Nashville, the nudie pictures? And I got
we do.
We will release them at the end of the episode. So stay tuned for that. Big reveal at the end of the episode. So this week I went and saw, this weekend, Black Panther. Saw it in theaters. Tons of podcasts out there talking about it. You know, I just don't understand. Some podcasts are like, the reviews are as long as the film. And I'm just like, that's insane. Like, even if I love the movie, I would really have to love the people to stay with them for 2 hours talking about a movie I'd just seen. And like most of them are a recap of the entire plot of the film.
So what's like the ideal length for
Well,
a
I listened to
review?
one that was 30 minutes and it was good.
That seems excessive.
Oh, it was fantastic. It went really fast. It was by the
So what like 30 minutes is okay, but 2 hours not okay.
I mean 2 hours is a lot. 30 minutes is less than a commute time for me. So 2 hours, that's like commute time back and forth, and
Well,
I'm
it
still
kind of
listening
depends on
to
where
it.
you live.
Yeah, I live in Spring Hill to Nashville,
Well,
so
but I'm not.
yeah. But most people's
obviously.
commute in Nashville is turning out to be like 20 to 30 minutes
On a
on a rush hour for sure.
on a good day.
Oh yeah, okay. So anyway, go check out the Cinemile podcast. They did a really good review of it. I'm just gonna say it's a good movie. I thought it was fantastic, well acted. It's one of the better Marvel.
I want to take offense on a couple of things.
Okay, go
because I've been
ahead.
following your adventures into Black Panther. First
Okay.
off, what was the name of the movie theater that you went to see?
I went and saw
Black Panther
No,
at.
I went and saw the movie theater at Spring Hill 12, but the theater I went to is called the Big D because it's like got good sound, good seats. You never
They
heard
called
of,
it the Big D.
You've never heard of the Big D? It's in all like
No, I think
yeah.
in the normal theaters they call it RPX.
No, they call it at Franklin. They call it the Big D. I've been to other places outside.
The Thoroughbred has a big D theater.
Yeah, they've all got them.
That's the best name they could come. First off, you went and saw Black Panther
At the Big D.
at the
Yeah.
Big D.
Yeah, I did.
You don't see any questionable.
Brother.
What do you mean, Lee?
Yeah, what do you
Okay.
mean?
Okay. Anyway, so going back, and then you're out of the movie theater, and you thought that it would be a good idea to post a tweet about how the movie truly represented women actors.
I didn't say that. But
You did. What did you say then? What
He
did
said
you say?
he, in a nutshell, he kind of said that it highlighted.
yeah, that's what I said.
All right, John. Thank you for that. But can David speak for himself?
No, I mean, I don't remember the exact tweet, but obviously I said it highlighted. The females stood out in the movie. Most of the film is more female than male in this film, and they were fantastic.
Okay.
I mean, I thought everybody was great. There was no bad. I mean, even your boys in it from Star Wars that died. The guy from Rogue One, the black dude. He was the Jedi Rogue guy. He has the one eye that's kind of lazy eye.
Oh, Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, he's even in it. It's like, dude, they
He
got
said lazy eye, and that's what.
Yeah,
we got.
I didn't want to.
You had me at lazy
I did
eye.
not want to go there first. Yes, you would have got it out there, but yeah. So he's in it. It's great. It's a good movie. Definitely a worthy addition to Marvel. And like I said, I've talked about this somewhere else, but they continue to get good directors, good actors, and they're making good movies. So as long as they continue that trend, I mean, I'm a white guy. Obviously, I can't speak to the cultural significance of the
But
film.
you're about to.
No, I mean, I'm just saying. I know it was important to a lot of black people. I know
That's kind of my point. Like, you kind of like upended all that by taking the woman angle on it.
No, black women, strong black women are in the
But you
film.
didn't put that in the tweet. You just anyway. We can move on.
I mean,
That's fine.
So I'm
You just
I'm
keep
praising
going.
women and I'm getting attacked. This is a social justice warrior at his
Is that like
greatest
a
hour.
misogyny alert, Lee?
I just
know.
felt like you were preempting, like you were like trying to undercut the cause.
Misogyny alert.
I guess we can't mention the female actors in the movie anymore. We'll just talk about the
You
Black
didn't
Panther.
say the W word, did you?
No, I didn't. I said female.
It'd be kind of like someone like making fun of someone's like white party when they live in Spring Hill. That's all I'm saying. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
I would gladly make fun of the white party.
I know
in
we've
Spring
heard
Hill.
you. We've heard you say it before.
But no, it's a good movie. So definitely go check it out. And it's making a ton of money. So good for that. It's good to see. I mean, it's not bad to look around and see people that aren't white males in a lot of these movie roles. I'm not saying
I'm glad you're finally saying it.
I've said this for years. They shouldn't be eliminated. I mean, you look at a TV show like The Wire, which was predominantly black actors in it, and it was one of the great. It's the greatest.
It was filmed in Baltimore.
Yeah,
It should have been.
It's the greatest TV show of all time. So,
So when you went to the movie theater, did you like pre-purchase tickets?
Yeah, on Fandango.
So what would you say to anyone that shows up to the movie theater to see the Black Panther without pre-purchasing tickets?
I'd say they're.
We'll talk to. He's right there.
Yeah.
John,
he's right there.
Well, John was going to go see the movie Saturday. We could have done some bonus content, but John, what happened?
Arrived at the theater. When I got to the theater, there were flyers printed up with the times. This one's sold out. This one's sold out. This one's sold out. Basically, they should have just put out one sign that said, "All showings for Black Panther are sold out."
In 2018, John, you got to buy your tickets ahead of time.
All of the other comic book movies that I've seen this year.
But
I haven't had to.
You've heard the hype around this film. You knew it was going to be.
I thought it was going to be touch and go, but I thought I'd be able to get into it. And there was 2 showings that were like almost back to back.
Yeah.
And so we were planning on seeing one of those, and both of those were sold out.
Gotcha.
That's why I thought that we'd be able to get into at least one of them, because they were only like half an hour apart.
Okay.
So did you see another movie, or did you just go home?
we did a little shopping. We had a babysitter already, so.
Let's do some shopping.
Yeah, let's just kind of
some shopping done.
Hang out with the wife.
Yeah. There you go.
Got the haircut.
All right.
So.
Good time.
Well, there you go. So that was our weekend, guys. Hopefully yours was just as fun and exciting.
Yes.
It was a 3-day weekend, so it's nice for me. But all right. Well, if nothing else,
you own that government money.
Let's go ahead and get to the poll from last week.
Government money.
We had a poll last week. We asked the people, of the 3 films we all listed as our favorite comedy, which one was the funniest film? We had Dumb and Dumber representing John. Lee representing.
Wait a minute. Why'd you got to say representing?
Well, I mean, Lee. Okay.
I mean, that's how we framed it last week.
John is picked Dumb and Dumber.
There we go. That's better.
Lee represents Talladega Nights, and I represent Friday, the film. So we had 105 people vote in this poll, and the winner by a small percentage, but still, Dumb and Dumber, 36% people thought was funnier than Friday and Talladega Nights.
Okay, so 105 people voted on this, and I know for a fact that at least 75 of them were Russian Twitter bots hired by John. So
well, I don't know.
I kind of consider this poll.
I ain't got the money to hire. You're the 6-figure guy.
I don't think the math would add up on that, because you're saying 75 of 105 votes, then John would have won by more than 36%.
Well, they don't all just vote for the same one.
Oh, okay.
You know, they gotta cover their trail.
I'm disappointed in Black Twitter didn't show up to support my cause, man. I put the signal up and nothing happened. I'm the whitest Twitter user apparently. I couldn't get the people to.
Did you try?
I just put out
As
a
we
tweet.
are.
I put out a tweet, man. What do you want me to do?
Black Twitter is not following you.
Can you
should have added
saying.
like Wesley Snipes in that tweet.
Can you imagine them going out there going, "Hey, will you vote for Friday as the funniest movie?" They'd be discouraged. Anyways, Dumb and Dumber 36%, and Talladega Nights and Friday tie at both 32%. So all good movies. I mean, I love Dumb and Dumber. It's one of my favorite comedies as well. So I think those are all.
So
funny
you like
movies.
Friday, you like Dumb and Dumber, but you don't like Talladega
No, I do
Nights?
like Talladega Nights.
He
What are you
said they're
talking
all
about?
good
I said I
films.
like them all. But Adam Pewitt of Adam and JP does podcast casserole. He sent us a tweet and he wanted to know why Tommy Boy did not even crack our list. So, John, why did Tommy Boy not?
Tommy Boy's not even the best Chris Farley in that David Spade movie.
What do you think he is?
Oh, Black Sheep.
See, they disagree. They talk
No.
about
Practically
Black
the
Sheep.
same movie.
it is the same movie. I get them
Honestly,
confused about which
yeah.
one's which. Truthfully, I mean, why is Black Sheep better than Tommy Boy?
No, it's just funnier.
What, you got to tell us why. Tell us a scene that's funnier. I mean,
when they're in the cabin,
yeah. Here we
Should
go.
have known better.
when they're in the cabin, the wind blows off of the cabin,
Yeah.
and the rain starts falling on Chris Farley. And David Spade's sleeping on the bottom bunk, so he's dry. He starts laughing at Chris Farley, making fun of him.
Yeah.
And then the top bunk just collapses on top of David
But like
Spade. That's just
literally, you could
hilarious.
slot that into either movie, and like David said, we're still gonna get them. Like we're still gonna think it's the same movie.
Yeah. But Tommy Boy has 7 miles an hour, right? That is Tommy Boy.
No, that's
something
Black
about
Sheep. Oh man.
I was thinking something about Mary.
Roads.
Oh, that's Black Sheep. Oh, wow. You know what? That I like Black Sheep better than that. If that's the scene. See, I honestly do not. I cannot tell you the difference. I know Fat Man Little Coats from Tommy Boy for sure.
The deer scene is from Tommy Boy.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. Okay. Okay. Well, they're the same.
So I would say something about Mary has to be another honorable mention there. Maybe Dodgeball.
But I mean, I might even put Happy Gilmore over.
Yes.
Over Black Sheep and.
So I mean, Happy Gilmore, Dumb and Dumber, and Friday are definitely my top 5 comedies of all time. Happy Gilmore's
only
a classic.
3.
I mean, I really have to sit down and really
run the numbers.
I mean, The Hangover, the first one's hilarious. I think the next 2 destroyed some of the greatness, but that movie was hilarious. Hangover 1, I mean, are you kidding me? So that'd probably be in there. I don't think hard about the next one, man. It's hard to say, you know. And comedy hits you at a certain age. I mean, obviously, we love these films, but people 25 to 30 probably. I mean, I'm sure they haven't seen Friday because I work with a lot of people and none of them have seen it. And a lot of people haven't seen Dumb and Dumber just because they think it's just
what it is.
Dumb, but I mean, that's what's funny. I mean, we landed on the moon. I mean, come on, man. There's so many good lines in it. 10 a.m. all this time I thought she was a raging alcoholic. Come on, man. There's some great lines in the film, man.
Yes.
So anyways, okay. So, yep, Dumb and Dumber, you guys voted it. Of course, that's it. That's so we'll try to think of another poll to put out this week. They've been pretty fun. People have kind of engaged with them, but we all know Friday. Come on, man. That's truthfully the funnier movie. Like, we really were just being honest with each other. I mean, especially during
Friday is a very
especially
funny
during
movie.
Black History Month. I figured you guys would have been cool enough to at least
see,
support for
here's
Friday.
the thing. You two guys agreed head on. You're number 1, 2, and 3. But I'm going to say, like, I would say Talladega's has to be number 1 for me.
Okay.
But I would definitely say Friday is funnier than Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
But
Okay, that's good. Sal from Not Playing Stupid says Friday is very underrated. I mean, for the younger generation, for sure. I mean, I've probably seen that movie 20 times.
I love Friday.
I thought like the second Friday. What is another Friday again or second Friday?
Next Friday and
Next
Friday after next.
I thought-
I mean, it wasn't on the same level, but
Right.
it's like when you compare Dumb and Dumber again, that movie was horrible.
Oh, I've never seen it.
I agree with it. Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I agree with
horrible.
you on that.
I would not dare watch it.
But like the next Friday was
Yeah.
it was laughable, you know. Anyway,
Well, there you go. So that's it. Let us know what you think about those. Well, I mean, you people voted on it, so I love Friday When I'm High from somebody in the chat.
I mean, is he talking about the movie or?
No, I think he likes
day
to
of
watch
the week.
Friday. Oh, yeah. Well, that's true. It could be either or. We don't know. So with Sammy, you never. Oh, sorry, Sammy. Blew your cover there. We blew Sammy's cover. But yeah, so there you go. All right. Well, let's. We got some good topics this week. Good stories. I mean, people have mentioned Megan Barry, like we said. Stay tuned to the end. And we'll see what happens.
Let's start with that one.
Oh,
Breaking news.
We're going to start with Megan. Start with Megan. Oh, no. So maybe we need to apologize to Megan Barry because, you know, we got on our high horses on the Megan Barry episode. We sat around and we said, you know, this woman, she did a bad thing. She needs to step down most likely, especially if she was doing this on company time, if Mr. Force was getting paid overtime for his actions, then we need to step down. Well, we found out today that we had it wrong the whole way, guys. Megan Barry is the victim in this story.
I feel so bad.
Did you know that, Lee? That Megan Barry, mayor of Nashville, is a victim, and you could argue now as part of the Me Too movement because no consent was given for this alleged photo. So let me explain. If you don't know what's going on, Megan Barry is the mayor of Nashville, and came out she had an affair with her bodyguard for a good period of time, a year and a half, and he got paid a lot of overtime during when this affair took place. And so she's being investigated for improper use of funds and basically being charged. She could be charged with theft and all kinds of things for the money that was paid to him if it was not in an official capacity. Well, today, TBI started their investigation. They subpoenaed their phones. They got Mr. Force's phone, and in the phone were alleged nude pictures of Megan Barry. Now, she came out and said today that if those pictures are of her, she did not consent to them being taken, and she is unaware the pictures were taken. go for it. What you got on that?
Okay, I would just say, like, first off, like, I'm a pretty lame person. So I would ask the question, how in the hell is someone going to take a nude photo of you and you not know about it? Like, I get it if it's like they're being super sneaky and then you catch it at the end and you're like, oh, you got to delete that. But she's saying she didn't even have a clue.
No flash.
John, you've obviously been you've had a lot of nude photos taken of you. So
I really haven't.
tell us, how does that happen? How does one take a nude photo of someone unbeknownst? I'm assuming that he just used a cell phone, right?
That's what I would have.
Or did he have like a hidden camera on him and then transferred him to his cell phone?
I mean, I'd imagine it was just with a cell phone. But I mean,
like what? Like you're just like you got it like you got it like hidden like.
But my
got
thing
it
is
low.
like in the position that they said that she was the person in the photo, if it was her. Usually if I'm with a girl in that position, my phone is not in my hand.
And if
it's
it is, she would see it.
Yeah.
What position was it in, John? Have you seen these photos?
What position would this be, John?
I'm basing on what I heard from Fox News today.
John has got
what did they say? What did Fox say?
John has the scoops,
said
man.
one of the pictures was of a naked woman with a black purse right next to her on the bed. And another one was
I mean, was she is that it? Was she asleep?
They didn't show the person's from the neck up. So it's just the body. So you couldn't tell if that person was asleep or not. Because you can't see their head, so you can't tell whether or not they're asleep. But anyway, the second picture was of a person wearing black stockings and a black either dress or a skirt, and the skirt was hiked up where you could tell that in the black stockings there was no underwear. And the date that the pictures were taken, earlier in the day, Megan had a black purse on one day, the same day where the black purse was on the bed, and the other day, the other one, she was wearing a black dress in public, matching the same date as the other picture. And so,
I mean, did they show them like blurred out or whatever?
No, they didn't show them. They just went into detail as to what was in the pictures.
That's hilarious. Okay, well, I guess we've done the same now. This is all hearsay and conjecture. There could actually be no photos. This could literally be fake news.
I guess by that right, it could be.
So is she really playing the victim card on this?
I mean,
really?
She said she was. Literally, the words out of her mouth was that she was a victim.
Well, even better is she's saying that. The report is he took the pictures on his cell phone and then sent them to his work email. I mean, dude, you got to be kidding. So I'm starting to say either he's a moron,
yeah,
which could be, or he was getting evidence in case his stuff blew up. I mean, right? It's got to be, right, Lee? I mean, why would you send
people send all sorts of ridiculous stuff. Most people treat their business email like it's a personal account.
Well,
honestly, they shouldn't. Isn't that why Hillary lost the election? Them emails?
Wait, is she? Wait, whoa. Is that why she lost the election?
Them emails, though.
Are you saying, or so you're admitting
that Hillary Clinton lost the presidential election?
You said it was the Russians a few weeks ago, didn't you?
Every week after we go off the air.
So now you're saying it's because she was a dope that sent personal stuff to her email or whatever.
Well, technically, she was just using a personal server for business emails.
Huh. Okay.
What you got down? You got some Megan Barry photos down there? What's going on?
I'm looking at the Megan Barry photos. I got to see if we can. I got to check with legal if we can release.
Is that why
these.
you went off camera?
That's why I went off. I'm over there talking to our legal team. They're checking into some stuff right now. Okay. So.
I mean, if you did have those, what would be the best strategy? I think just like print some off, go over to East Nashville and like sell them in an alley or something.
Just Reddit.
But you wouldn't get no money from that, right?
Well, you
just release them to the public.
Do you want money?
I would think that, yeah, they would. You could sell them to someone, right?
I mean,
if
then
you
you're getting
really
in
want-
trouble, though.
yeah,
You're
that's
getting into legal
blackmail.
trouble right there. Yeah, that's literally.
That's why we're
blackmail.
selling them in the alley in East Nashville.
What, you gonna get $20 for them in the freaking alley of East
man,
Nashville? What,
every
you,
day's a grind.
You sell them to the white power guys or whatever they're called, the Wolf Pack. Wolf Pack. Hey, Wolf Pack. These are the pictures you needed in your life.
I'm so glad this is the story that we decide to spend so much time talking about.
It is what it is, man. So,
I mean, honestly, though,
what do you think's gonna happen? Is she gonna step
here's
down?
the deal. Here's the real deal. If I was involved in the firestorm of a fair mayor news, I would say I was a victim too. Why not? At this point, right?
I mean, if that's the only way you got to go, but
What other way is there?
I mean,
The truth.
yeah.
Just step down and go, hey, I mean, here's the thing. You're being investigated. You know that anything you did during that time period is
eventually going to come out.
It's going to come out, or there's a chance it can come out. So if she knew these pictures were taken.
I don't think she did.
I have not seen the pictures. Legal's holding on to them in a sealed envelope right now with an SD card on it. So I can't speak to these pictures myself. But as John described them, the Scoops over here, he's got the scoops, man.
Scoops?
He says, according to these pictures,
We do take Bitcoin.
it'd be hard for. So, okay, I've heard about the bed one. You said there's another one. So, in the
Black
one,
stockings
black
with no
stockings,
underwear.
would she know that the picture is being taken from what you've heard?
That would have to be.
But listen, but here's
You'd
the
have to
thing.
know.
Here's the stupid thing about what you said. It's literally just someone's legs, and she was seen wearing a black dress later in the day. That is you. Come on. Does
on
she
the
have
same phone.
Does she have some kind of tattoo or something?
on this guy's phone though.
Still, doesn't
Lee,
matter.
I
It doesn't
hope-
matter.
Lee, I hope you're never on a jury, man, because the person will walk even if there's.
A bloody knife in their hand.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Okay, first off, a criminal case has to. It's a jury's duty to ensure that beyond a shadow of a doubt.
No, not a shadow of a doubt.
Not a shadow. Reasonable doubt.
No, that's
Look it up.
no, that's not criminal. There's
yes.
two different. There's
No.
criminal.
There's nothing that's shadow of a doubt.
Reasonable doubt
Beyond
is
a
required.
shadow
no,
of a doubt.
No, you're wrong. You better write this down to apologize next
Let
week.
me
It
write
is-
this down so I can apologize.
It is reasonable doubt. Hence, shadow of a doubt. You would never convict anyone because there would always be an easy.
You guys
one.
don't know beyond a shadow of a doubt that my name's John Tortorello.
That's true. Now,
We
beyond
have
a reasonable,
we have a birth certificate that proves
You
that.
don't.
The
Yeah.
government does.
You don't, though.
He could have stolen that birth certificate. It's happened.
I could have been swapped at
reasonable
birth.
Go ahead. Why don't you go ahead and read what's up on the screen, my friend?
You know who I owe this?
Jay-Z.
Charlie McMackin's father,
He told you wrong.
Mr. McMackin.
So you're blaming this on your high school teacher. Like, you're really doing that right now?
It's.
Well, I
that's
mean, I
what-
had the same class just a year earlier, and he
mean,
didn't
maybe I
tell me
misheard.
incorrectly.
Maybe I misheard.
All right. So
I was wrong.
So
I'm sorry.
At this point,
I do not belong on a jury. I'm the first one to admit
let's
that.
come back. Will Megan Barry resign? And
No.
I say no still, John.
I think she won't.
Okay.
What's even funnier though, in related news, did you see the the rally?
Oh, yeah.
So they were like posting flyers over town that are like, we're having an anti Megan Barry must resign rally, and then like they showed a picture of it, and there was like 12 people
It
on
was
the steps.
It was 60. I tweeted about this to the reporter.
It was 12.
It was-
the other people were just bystanders looking.
There's
dozens of us.
Samantha Singer of Fox News. I sent her a tweet and I said 60. I go, this is embarrassing. And she actually went back and goes, well, 75 showed up by the time it started. I was like, man, there ain't no 75 people in this shot. Is this what I mean? It was on a Tuesday at 4:30. I wanted to go just to record it for the podcast.
Right, that would've been nice.
But it's at 4:30 on a Tuesday. Like, come on, man! You got to pick a better rally than that, dude. Pick the weekend where people show up.
They obviously have nothing better to do.
You know how many
man.
signatures they need to actually even get a vote to cast her out? How many?
5,000.
5,000. How many you think?
I was leaning towards 5,000.
Let's go higher.
Really?
10,000.
Higher.
20,000.
Higher.
25,000.
Higher.
100,000.
Lower than that.
Okay, just give us the number.
60,000 signatures of Nashvillians that can vote they will need. And they think they can get these signatures.
All right, we'll
idiots.
start. Okay.
Brother, there ain't even 60,000 people that probably voted in the election, right?
What? Surely.
I'm sure.
Okay,
there
okay.
are.
So from the chat, Not Playing Stupid Podcast says, I bet more than 75% of Americans have naughty pictures of themselves somewhere. True or false?
75%.
75%.
That's a little
I
high.
would say. I'd say
more than 50.
I'd say 50 to 60 probably.
There you go.
But those people aren't mayors of major cities that have said the affair did not happen on
Okay, whatever.
company
We're not talking about
time.
that. So naughty. What do we classify as a naughty picture? Black stockings.
Depictable nudity.
So are there pictures of depictable nudity out there, David, of you?
God, I hope not.
Only you would know.
I mean, were
Did Forrester take a picture of
according
you?
to Megan Barry, maybe someone took them without my consent. I don't know.
Just consent based. Are there digital nude pictures of you?
No.
John.
No.
Okay, well,
Come on, man.
You know, Lee didn't answer the question.
I would say definitely not. Definitely not.
But once you have kids, there's no telling what kind of pictures of you are out there. Who knows? Have you ever used your laptop while maybe getting out of the shower?
No.
Walking around the
I
house?
have all my cameras.
You
taped
do
up,
actually have all your cameras taped up, so okay.
but not the cell phone. So and it's got a camera on the front and back, so that's a little weird. Anyway,
All right. Well, good luck, Megan. You're gonna need it. But all right, let's move on to the next story. Let's keep it moving.
The selfies are back.
The Selfie Olympics. We're big proponents of selfies. I mean, we love them. Go ahead and tell us about this story right here. The Selfie Olympics are making a hilarious comeback for the 2018 Winter Games. Okay.
I don't even know what this. Like, I saw the story that you posted. I'm like, what?
Okay.
What is this madness?
Before we jump into that, in the election, 60,000 people voted for Megan Barry. 49,000 people voted for the opponent. So
Yeah, they're not getting 60,000.
good luck with those 60,000. Okay, anyways. So these kids, these millennials are getting on here, and we're bringing back the Selfie Olympics. And the Selfie Olympics are goofy selfies done so this kid, if you're looking at the video right now, he's taking a selfie in the shower on a bicycle. Then he's taking a selfie while he's
Playing a video game.
playing a video game, asleep.
In the shower.
Yep. And then one, he's, I don't know what, he's wearing a graduation hat with a spatula in his hand. So apparently these are the special Selfie Olympics of 2018.
I mean, there's got to be something more there than just sleeping, right?
It's just goofy pictures, like goofy pictures of yourself in the shower. What is going on here? Is this what kids are doing? Is this what my kids are going to be doing
He's
one day?
sleeping
Yeah, he's
in the
sleeping.
shower. Okay.
Propped
I
up
mean,
against-
is he just in the shower because he's got to be that far back?
Oh,
to get
he's
the whole
making
picture?
dick pancakes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he
There
spends
we
a
go.
lot of time in the shower.
People are not happy with the Selfie Olympics in the chat right now. They're not liking this. These kids, and they go, "I hope to bring back gold for my country with the Selfie Olympics." So it's literally just idiots taking various pictures of themselves. Like some of these aren't even that good. Like our listeners have submitted better selfies than this for the Blame Your Selfie. I mean, it's just this is what kids are doing, man. So a story came out today that some people suffer from selfie-itis, I guess, which is they're saying if you take a lot of selfies, you may have a mental disorder of some type called selfie-itis, or whatever. Are we there? Are kids screwed because of this is a question I've really wondered. Are kids screwed because of too much technology? Is that possible, you think?
I mean, I think it is possible. I mean, when we were in high school, how many phone numbers did you know by heart?
A lot, like all of them. That was my thing. But yeah, I knew a lot.
How many do you know now?
Probably not
Maybe like
many.
3,
maybe
4?
5.
Okay.
I mean, I think I know yours. I know my wife's, her parents, and Corey's, and a couple people, but not a lot. No, not a lot.
I know yours, my wife's, and my work
Listen,
numbers.
phones
That's
are
it.
antiquated technology. They shouldn't
Oh,
exist.
Here we go.
They're only there so that these telecom carriers can make money. We have a computer in our pocket with the ability to just reach out and call anyone we want over the internet. But yet, for some reason, we're still paying for a phone number. Like what? Do you own a landline?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously,
I mean, why did you ask John? Like that's
I
the
really thought
worst person to ask, dude. I mean,
why do you own a landline?
that's really the dumbest thing you've ever
just
done on the
do.
show. Hey, I'm gonna prove a point. So let me ask John, who has a landline? John, you got one? Yep, I got one. No, I haven't had a landline in probably 10 plus years, I would guess. It's been a while. From the chat, Sammy said It's the Tide Pods getting out of their system. That's why they're taking all these stupid selfies. And then Not Playing Stupid said his wife and him have a theory. Stay away from any girl or guy that posts multiple selfies. So we might be. I mean, we posted multiple selfies for the show, so I mean, we might be in trouble here. But anyways,
These aren't even selfies, though.
What's a selfie? It's just
These
a picture
are like,
of yourself.
but these are like humor pieces. You know,
Of course.
I think they're talking about maybe people who legitimately take legit selfies of themselves.
Like
and-
egocentric? Or-
Yeah. I think that's the kind of the heart of their
That's what it seems like.
theory, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't.
But I mean, I think, too much technology makes us lazy.
Honestly, when I first started doing this show, you said you have to take selfies of yourself and put it on the Blame Your Selfie. And I literally thought you were insane. I was like, why would anyone
Right.
take a selfie of themselves?
And it's been very successful.
I mean, I did it.
You're doing it every week almost.
I mean, not anymore, thankfully.
You just took one last week. What are you talking about? You literally took one last week. Okay.
I know.
Well, Sal from Not Playing Stupid says
Not
it's
for the
not
show.
for the show. He's talking about people that just go out in public. You've seen these people taking 100 selfies of themselves and trying to find that one perfect one. They all pretty much look the same. This generation they're not going to know how to date people when they get older. They're not going to know how
What do
to.
you mean?
They're not, man.
They're gonna have AI tell them they're
Well,
best fit.
that's not dating. That is a
It's
system.
better than dating.
No, it's worse than dating. What are you talking
You're like
about?
an old man yelling
I am.
to get off my lawn. Like, you know, people are not going to have the same
There was
problems.
an art.
The people don't have the same problems that you had growing
Have you
up.
been watching Black Mirror, by the way? You just described an entire episode about
Right, I know. You get speed dating and then they fall in love with their. I haven't seen it, but yes, everyone is always asking me, have you seen the Black Mirror before?
Well, you're describing it. It's like you wrote the episode or something.
I don't have to watch Black Mirror, okay? These thoughts are already in my head,
That
okay?
worries me so much.
Wow. All right. Well, last week you introduced an idea for a segment, and we didn't have a name for it. We called it this or that or that, but we are going to start calling it Who's to Blame. We're going to take two of the hosts. One of us is going to present an idea, and they have to argue against the other one. So someone's going to be pro, someone's going to be anti. All right?
So do you have the drop music?
No, I
Can we
didn't.
do like some freestyle drop?
Go ahead, do the freestyle.
Who's to blame?
Who's to blame?
Who's to blame?
All right, this week, the Who's to Blame, I'm going to present it, and Lee and John will go against each other in a Who's to Blame segment. The segment is taking too many selfies, good or bad. Who wants to start?
Wait, is this a new segment?
No, Who's to Blame?
This is the Who's to Blame?
Yeah, this is Who's to Blame.
So you're going to come up with it?
yeah.
And then I think John should come up with the topic. And then me and you.
All right, well, we'll do mine.
Should defend
John,
it.
then just say what I just said, taking too many selfies.
All right, the topic is damaging or not taking too many selfies.
Oh, you want to go first or second?
You want to flip the coin to see
I'll go
who's got to
wherever.
go pro or con?
I don't
or-
care. I'll go wherever you
All right,
want.
go first then.
Oh, okay. Well, that was stupid. I was going to say, well, obviously, too many selfies is bad. It's bad for the generation. It's putting self-worth in a like, in a heart, in a favorite. It's putting your worth into other people's hands, diminishing that capacity, that quality from yourself. You can't even look in the mirror when you get older because you want 1,000 people to like your image in the mirror. It's not good. These people are going to have bad images when they get older. There's a million pictures of them floating around. Think of all the dumb pictures you took when you were a teenager that no one gets to see because they're on film. Now every picture you see will be out there for the world to see. They're already saying this is a mental disorder. Too many selfies is a bad idea.
Look, here's the thing. Selfies are great. You know, this is exactly what I would expect some ugly, frustrated old man to say. Okay? Because look, I get it. You're like, oh, everyone's got to take 1,000,000 selfies to get that right looking selfie. But the point is they get it. And, you know, I get it. You don't know how to take a good selfie. Every selfie you get, you're like, I don't want anyone to look at this. Anyone that likes this is just selfie pitying me, right? But see, the people that do this, they understand one fundamental thing, that they're better than everyone else. They're more attractive than everyone else. And if they do post these selfies, they will get instant gratification on the social media.
So instant gratification is good. You think that's a good thing? The thing that drug addicts and alcoholics chase their whole life is
why
good.
delay gratification?
Why delay gratification?
Why delay gratification?
Have you studied psychology, my friend? Have you heard about the rats that could push the button to get the food and they're just instant gratification? They burned out part of their brain because they just kept hitting the button to get the food. That's what the selfie generation is doing.
But who's the worst person in that scenario? The instant gratification rats or the scientists that torture poor animals that aren't smart enough to know the difference?
They're probably taking selfies of themselves doing it. So that's against your point again. See, they're taking too many selfies. They're taking selfies of themselves torturing the rats. That's the world you want. You want a selfie for every event, everything. Hey, I'm taking a dump right now. Here's my selfie. Hey, I'm in the bathroom peeing. Here's a selfie. Hey, here's a pizza slice. Here's the pizza. Here's me. I'm eating it. That's your world, man. You don't even want words anymore. You just want pictures upon pictures upon pictures, man. This podcast is dead.
Look,
we're toast. We're history. It's
a
over.
new world, okay? You didn't grow up with colors. You didn't grow up with happiness.
Colors.
You didn't grow up with laughter.
Wait a second. How
old are you?
A person who takes a selfie of themselves in the bathroom taking a poop is filled with happiness. Like what? Like who else
Not
but
anymore.
someone completely okay with themselves would post a picture like that?
No, it's the people.
No one.
The people that are.
So to have the courage, to have the self-worth to do that is something that you will never understand, my friend. Okay, so the selfie nation out there, be strong.
All right.
Post your best.
There you go. Who's to blame?
Who's to
Selfie
blame?
edition. That's how we do it every week. And we'll go with a different topic, a different spin. I obviously won that one, but it's cool. All right. So we had super fan of the show, speaking of selfie, Michael Anthony Nicholas. He did send us a memory of the week. We'll try to get to it by the end of the show, maybe play at the end of the show. But he wanted us to talk about Fergie at the NBA All-Star Game doing the National Anthem performance. Now, Fergie, I could care less one way or the other. I know a lot of people hate her. Whatever, man. But we're going to let the resident singer, the man who has actually sang the National Anthem at a live sporting event, we're going to let John. John, what are your initial thoughts? You've heard this, right?
Yeah, did you hear it?
I've heard it.
Okay, so give us your thoughts on this.
It was pretty bad. It sounded like she was a lounge singer. She sounded like her rendition was like as done by Jessica Rabbit. It's like I'm not bad. I just sing that way. I mean, it's just horrible.
It's horrible. So
Yeah.
so she's saying she was trying to do something different with it, and you're like, no, you shouldn't do that for the national anthem. Like,
I think that the national anthem is a song that should be respected, and it should be held in a certain.
Better take a knee, boy.
Yeah, you better not put that knee down on the ground, boy.
I think that it should be held in a certain. I can't think of the word that I'm looking
Reverence?
for. Yeah, reverence. Thank you.
Okay.
And
you want to hear some of it real quick? Here we go. This is reverence, John. I feel a lot of reverence.
I feel like I need a glass of club soda in one hand.
Okay, so let me just ask you a question, John, just to follow up. If a song is supposed to be reverent, why in the hell would you invite anyone ever involved with the
Black-Eyed Peas
to sing the national anthem?
I didn't invite her.
Already, like, you're booking someone that has no business being reverent to music, and then she shows up. At that point, don't you give her the pass? Yeah, do something different with it.
Well, I mean, if you understood her background in music, she didn't always sing songs like that in that style. And she was a member of Kids Incorporated back in the day, and that's not how she sang on that show.
So, but basically, she's saying
once you sing away, you can never sing another style.
Yeah, she's just saying she took a shot, man, and it didn't work out. But
she should have run that by somebody
but
first.
we're gonna do this first.
Honestly, was it that bad?
I don't think it was
I know
that.
the Pitchfork Army
everybody
circled
was
up quick.
All the players were laughing at her though. So
but it's not. It wasn't that
well, in
bad.
the first ever for the show, Michael Anthony said she deserves to be our idiot of the week.
Oh my God, I am surrounded by idiots. you idiots! To the idiot mobile. You idiot. You're an idiot.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
All right, Fergie, according to Michael Anthony Nicholas, says Fergie is the idiot of the week. John, how do you feel about Michael Anthony coming you and Michael Anthony, you love America, man. You love like all these traditions.
I am a patriot.
He was
patriot.
outraged. He actually tweeted us like in the morning, like he was so outraged by this. He's like, you must make her idiot of the week for desecrating our national anthem that way. I could give a damn less.
So what do you think about like Jimi Hendrix's performance of the national anthem?
Have you
heard that one before? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Is that irreverent?
No.
Is that patriotic?
It sounds like the guitar is talking. I mean, it sounds amazing.
So that's what So what's the difference here? She just wasn't very good at singing? Or was it just the fact that it's
trying to
lounge
put
music?
sex appeal into a song that's about indomitable spirit and war?
Okay, you don't understand
So what's
anything
more
about
offensive?
the guitar, just so you know.
What's more offensive then? I'm going to play you one of the worst performances of all time.
Are you going to bust out some Roseanne?
No, we know that one's worse. But here we go. This I want you to judge this. Now, is it based on talent or just or effort is the question for you. Talent or effort?
I think
Talent. For John, it's talent.
It's
This is Carl.
I will make it up.
This is Carl.
Make up for it. Hold on.
Yes. Go for it, my man.
Let's go for it. Get it.
You're already in trouble right now, dude.
oh my!
You've never heard this before?
No.
Listen.
We'll make up for it now. No, you're not.
We were all laughing, man. Everyone, like the news anchors are laughing. That's the worst to me. It's the funniest.
That's what I'm saying.
part.
Like what Fergie did is not that bad compared to that.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying.
pretty bad.
I've seen bad.
I mean, if you don't know the words, you should be like, "No, I can't sing." You got to turn that opportunity down. I mean,
I don't know.
Would you turn it down? They're like, John, NBA All-Star. We heard you guys talking about on the podcast. We're going to fly you out, come do the national anthem in front of every famous athlete there is, actors. You'd be like, all right, I'm down.
Yeah, I'd love to do it.
Okay, well, you heard it here first.
Give us a little. Just give us like us like a bar.
Yeah, give us
a bar real quick.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
All right, too sexy. Too sexy. Stop trying to sexualize the national anthem, John.
I don't know how that was sexy. But,
oh, you know.
I mean, if that's what turns you on,
I
mean, I don't know.
Well, let us know what you thought about John's intro into it, into the national anthem. It is a tough song, so I mean, hey.
Or you know, we should do a bonus video where we make John sing the national anthem, but in the style of Fergie.
Oh, that'd be good.
Do you think he would wear a dress for that?
I would not know.
You think you could make him wear a dress?
I mean,
how's he gonna make me wear a chloroform? Me?
What if the NBA said you can do it, but you got to be in a dress?
No,
definitely not.
And it can say "Blame Your Brother" all on it, wrapped around it for
I would
publicity.
do it. I would do it.
Well, no, he has to do it.
I know, but I'm saying I would.
Would he do it for the show?
I don't think he would.
That'd be a tough call.
I listened to this one podcast. Said they always said, "What would you do for love?" And it was just these silly questions that devolved into madness about. But what would you do for the show? So you would or wouldn't? Just give us an answer right now. Like we got to have an answer right now.
I mean, if you have to have an answer right now, the answer is no.
Thank you, John, for this podcast could have been world famous, man. If you'd worn the stupid dress with our logo on it, man. Come on.
We're good. Hold on. NBA's on the phone. Oh, nah, he's not going to do it.
He's not going to do it. Sorry, whoever the new commissioner is. All right, well, I mean, I felt bad for Fergie. I mean, you know, it's
I didn't feel bad for her, but I think it was.
I think she should have run it by a few people before she said, "Hey, I'm going to try it like this."
I don't understand, like, what, just because it's lounge style, like, that was, like, I thought that was cool. But, and she did okay at the start. It was just at the end, it started getting a little.
Well, I mean, I excuse that part. It's because it is a hard song to sing. I mean, if you start on too high of a note, you're screwed by the time the Rockets' Red Glare. Let me tell you.
Well, we saw Carl Lewis. He was screwed with us. Whoa, 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 whoa. no. I mean, if
He
you
was on
start off,
drugs, right? He was on drugs.
If you start off with that, you're screwed. I mean, you can't start off like that, right, John? Like,
I think that's what it is. It's like these people, like they've seen like Whitney Houston come out and like destroy the
Right.
national anthem, and they're just like, I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna be the #1 YouTube video for national anthem.
Right.
And he's like, and I'm just gonna come out and I'm gonna whoa, whoa, whoa.
Lee, they're roasting you in the chat, bro. They're saying lounge style. How much? What have you been drinking over there, bro?
Is that not what John called it? Lounge style?
You said you like lounge style though.
The national anthem done
Yeah.
lounge style?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like. It's just a style of music. Like I don't.
There we go.
That's what I was saying. Like Jimi Hendrix played it like guitar style. No one freaked out about that. There's actually people that like play it first thing in the morning when they wake up. Like, what's the difference? It's just a different style, right?
They said, "Thank God you're not a judge of singing."
So like, what? So what if Chump Change came out and played it punk style?
Roasted? Huh? What?
What if Chump Change came out and played it punk style?
That would be a mistake on so many levels, man.
Yeah.
If you don't know Chump Change, we all used to be in a band together many years ago called Chump Change. In case you didn't catch the reference, but yeah, all right, whatever.
Or what if like the Dead Kennedys played it and they played it,
brother? They would toast it on purpose though. That's the difference.
But it would be awesome because of that.
I mean, people like John say that's out of
That's
the
what
lines.
I'm saying.
Okay,
It's people who have
Lee.
these sacred, reverent flags and songs need to get over themselves.
you stand for the damn anthem, boy, and you sing it with some passion and some reverence, man. Okay?
I would stand for Fergie's national anthem, but I would take a knee for John's dress version.
There you go. Well, I might too. Actually, I mean, it would get more cameras on us for sure. I'd do it. So, all right, what else we got? We got anything else? We about to jump into the Dear John segment. I think it's about.
I've got one. So
right, here we go. Another animal attack story.
Yes, last week we were talking about how animals are attacking.
Yeah.
Speaking of Fergie,
Yeah.
did you hear about this story?
No, not at all.
This woman came across a cow in the street, and she started singing a Black Eyed Peas song to it.
No.
What is it? My Lady's Humps?
My
Did
Humps,
My
yeah.
Humps. She started singing My Humps to it, and the bull attacked her.
Good for her. Good for the bull is who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about for the
Looks
lady.
like now she's got some lumps.
This is true.
She took some
This is a
lumps.
true story.
Huh.
This is like with cows, you never expect this, but
Well, maybe cows have more sense than we imagine.
well, I'm just saying they're becoming more humanized, right? The human world is hating on Fergie. Cows are hating on the Black Eyed
That's
Peas.
true.
Okay, that's
I
all
want to
I'm
ask
saying.
John one question.
Oh, boy.
I'm fearful of the answer. Oh my God.
Here we go.
Well, you're gonna be honest because we've heard all of your other answers. John, do you like the Black Eyed Peas?
I like some of their songs.
Oh my God.
Yes, he does. Can you name the songs you like?
I just the main one I like is
Luscious Lady Lumps.
no.
What is happening right now?
I've got a feeling.
Let's get retarded. How about that one? And they had
What? They've actually had a
They
song
did?
called
Yes,
that?
they did.
They did, and the NBA picked it up to use it, so they had to re-record it with different words. They go, "Let's get it started in here," but originally it was, "Let's get retarded in here."
Oh, really? I've only heard the one version of it.
Yeah, I didn't.
The original was that. So that's that. What else do you like, Bob? So you name one song. What song did you say?
I
Do you like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and
I said-
Monday? What's that song?
I've got a feeling.
You like that
Yeah, I
song,
like that
John?
one.
That is one of the. That is one of the worst songs. Mazel tov. Come on, man. John, I knew
Let's
that.
just drink it up.
Fill my cup.
I mean, that song's
John,
not
I know
the
you
worst.
know the
that
words.
song's not the worst, but
Oh, it's terrible, but that's why it's good because it's so bad. You know, me and like the guy at work sing it all the time because it's so terrible. All right, whatever. Moving on. All right, well, John, what a segue to get to your advice column segment.
we didn't even get to the yoga pants.
Yoga pants are bad for women, according to some journalists. All right, here we go. It's time for Dear John.
By the time you read these lines, I'll be gone.
All right, so Lee's going to read. Somebody wrote in. They need some advice. John's going to try to help them. Here we go.
Dear John, I'm a mom who raised 3 kids, and now I help with the grandchildren. I had dogs all my life until my last one died of old age. I was enjoying life with no responsibilities and could walk out of my house without any worry. My friend, who lives in an apartment, asked me to keep her cat Fluffy, while she was on vacation. I gladly helped her out and carefully took care of her cat. Now Fluffy loves being at my house and acts mean when she goes back to the apartment. The only answer was to keep Fluffy. But I don't want a cat. How do I get rid of a cat who loves being at my house? I'm miserable because I miss my carefree life after many years of caring for others. From Pet Free in Alabama.
I've got two takes on this. First of all, I have a cat. It's not that much work. First of all. But second of all, I mean, it's not your cat. Take it back. If you don't want it, you didn't buy the cat. It's not your responsibility. Take it back to the owner and wash their hands of it.
Who's the owner, though?
Apparently her neighbor who lived in the apartment.
So do you think that's good for business? Like
it's not her business.
So she's saying the cat, after staying with this woman,
doesn't want to go back.
Is very unhappy at the other house.
Right.
So in like a lot of ways, like if you're an animal lover, you hate to see the cat. So I think that's her confusion. It's like, I don't want to send the cat back to be miserable, but I don't want to take care of it. But John is like, he's like, put the sunglasses on. Yo hag.
The
cats ain't that much trouble.
They aren't.
Here's what I think. I like to read between the lines. That's what I'm always about. I'm not about what Lee.
I think she wants an excuse to take the cat back.
But it's deeper than that.
No, I think she wants to.
Apparently, she was a terrible mother growing up. I feel like she reached a point in her life where she had to make a decision with her kids, and she made the wrong decision. And now, psychologically speaking, this cat is the manifestation.
She doesn't want to make the same decision
of her
again.
Failed mother responsibilities in life. So what you need to do, you need to just man up, or W word up, whichever word you want to use there. You need to take this cat and you need to get rid of it. Okay? Because you already failed once. Here's your chance to fail again. That's the thing about failing. Once you fail once, you can fail the next time, the next time. It just gets easier as you go through life just failing all the time.
Okay.
Don't reach up. Reach down, kids. Reach down to the ground.
Listen, okay, let me break it down for you. The woman doesn't want the cat at her house. She's not asking, should I take the cat back or not? She literally says, how do I get rid of a cat who loves being at my house? That's the question.
You
take it back to the owner.
That's it.
Boom.
No, you don't do that. You get rid of the cat. Okay, I'm not
just open the door.
I'm not saying how you get rid of the cat, but there's ways to get rid of the cat.
You like get a large hummingbird.
Just tell them, just lie to the neighbor.
Just take it for a walk near a Chinese restaurant.
There you go. Wow, that was John. And just say, hey, the cat got away. He ran away. It's better to dodge responsibility in this instance, because here's the problem with getting too close to your neighbors. You're only going to let them down at some point. You should have never agreed to take the stupid cat.
I agree with that.
Especially if you didn't want the cat. Stay away from your neighbors, people.
I gotta back
ignore
up.
Ignore your neighbors. That's what I'm telling you.
No, you have it all wrong. You're like saying, I'm going to let my neighbor down. It's not like that. The neighbor's going to let you down. That's the problem.
Let me down. We can use that.
Let me down.
I don't think they'll tag that one. But
anyway.
Don't get close to your neighbors is what I say. You made a grave mistake. Like my neighbors, don't know any of them. Don't know their names. I know what they look like. I walk outside. Hey, how's it going? Good, yeah.
Get
in my car.
Over there.
I get out. Do not come over here and talk to me, dude, because I just don't want to talk to you. That's my philosophy. I don't know what your philosophy is, or John probably knows his neighbors, I'm sure, because that's the type of man John is. Me, ignore them all, hide. When they start coming over, just go inside and lock the door, and just don't answer it if they knock on your door. That is my philosophy to stay. That way you wouldn't be in this current situation you're in. But you got to get rid of that cat, man. Like, even if you give it to her, it's coming back. It's coming back.
She knows she's got to get rid of it. That's what she's asking for advice on. How do I get rid of the cat?
Well, John's saying keep it. It's not that big of a deal.
I did not say keep it. I never said keep it.
You said it's not that big of a deal.
I'm saying as far as living a carefree lifestyle, it's not really that damaging to have a cat.
So you're telling
what I am saying is if she doesn't want the cat in her house, take it back to the owner.
But she does, or she wouldn't be writing in.
But she's also not. She's like, what David is saying is your neighbors are horrible.
Right.
And like taking the cat back over there is just as bad as killing it. It's actually worse because now it's going to live a life of torture.
That's true. Think
No.
about that. Yeah, the cat will be miserable for its entire life. And
It
you
will
put
not
him
be
in that
miserable.
situation, John. Yes.
It'll adapt.
No.
She literally says it's miserable.
It's miserable,
It's
John.
miserable there.
So apparently her kids went into foster care. She couldn't get them back. I feel for you, lady. That's why now this cat, you got to get rid of it. I'm telling you, man, keep failing. Fail.
She's also a dog person. I don't know what she's doing messing around
What's
with
going to
cats.
happen if she goes on vacation? Okay, she needs to take Fluffy back to the owner. Go on vacation.
Are you suggesting she spends money to literally
You guys just don't get
vacate
it. You
her
don't get
house
it.
for a couple of weeks where she doesn't
Hey,
have?
I love vacation. It's a win-win. All right.
Maybe she don't have any money. I don't know. All right, so you're just saying
Well, she
take-
should have been
all
charging for
so
Fluffy.
John, you're
She
saying
said,
take
let the cat suffer.
Take the cat back.
and let the cat suffer.
Sure.
Okay, Lee.
That's a tough one, man.
Come on.
It's a tough one.
Have a take. Don't suck.
He doesn't want to agree with me. That's the tough part.
Get rid of the cat. Whatever you got to do.
Okay, here's what you do.
Okay.
You go to the next neighbors. Like if the neighbor's on the left, you go to the right, and then you put a bowl of cat food on their back door.
That's good. I like
and
that.
then you put a trail of food
That's good.
over to the bowl,
good, I like
and
it.
then don't feed them anymore. And then the cat will just keep, just
There
keep
you
putting
go.
out food over there, and eventually the neighbors will find it, and they'll be like, "Oh,
Hey, passing the buck, failing upwards. I love it. It's good. I like it. I think we're going to go with that.
run it."
Run it. All right. There you go. So if you want John's advice, just write into the show, bybpod@gmail.com, or hit us up at the website, blameyourbrother.net. There's a form. You can fill it out. We'll try to help you with pet problems or whatever you have. Who cares? All right. I guess so we're going in. We got our major key segment.
So let me give you a major key. Where is the key?
That is not the key. I want the key.
Give us the keys. So let me give you a major key.
And you really do have the key.
Everybody stand up right now. Everybody. I got the keys now.
All right. It's time for our major key of the week, where we take a life lesson from today's show and we put it out there for the world to help you out with all your problems. All right, Lee, John, what you got? What you got for this week's major
I would
key?
say probably send nudes. Would be my suggestion.
I say don't take a selfie unless you're comfortable with putting the hashtag blame your selfie on it.
Damn, that's a long one.
That is a long one.
That's not
That's
a life,
what she said.
Not a life lesson. That's a book.
Yeah, well, if you can shorten it, if you like it. I mean, you guys are obsessed with the Megan Barry story for sure. I mean, you could have went with the...
I was talking about the
Yeah,
selfie
he was
story.
talking about selfies.
Talking about Black Eyed Peas. You could talk about the Black Eyed Peas. You could talk about what were you saying about the National Anthem, John?
Gotta
Revere
be
it.
reverence,
Show some
man.
reverence.
Some reverence.
I don't know. I really got nothing that really stands out this week per se. I mean,
Better to bend a knee than sing lounge style, something like that.
John.
That's a little long too.
Oh wow.
Got nothing.
They gotta be
Help
short.
us out, David. Help us out.
I mean, I got nothing, man. I don't
How
know.
about the chat?
Buy your
We got
tickets
some
in
help from
advance.
chat.
Run it.
Buy your tickets
That's a good
in
one.
advance.
That's a good one.
Everybody.
Thank you, Sammy.
Keys now.
There we go. That one's brought to you by Sammy. We appreciate you helping us the floundering thing that was going on right there. But yeah,
Remember,
buy your tickets in
Just
advance.
a couple more hours till Friday, brother. Hang in there.
All right. So, yes, you guys have been great in the chat tonight. We appreciate you hanging out with us. We have come up to the end of another episode. That's right, Blame Your Brother, episode 80. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Hey, feel free to engage with us on social media. If you hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, you can go to our website, blameyourbrother.net. All the links are there. Engage with us on social media. We'll talk back to you. Have a good time. All the podcast catching apps are up there. You can get them there. Buy all your crap on Amazon through our Amazon link. If you go to blameyourbrother.net, click on that link, take you back to Amazon. No extra price for you, and we get a little bit of kickback. Blame Your Brother shirts are still available. New edition is up this week just for superfan Michael Anthony. So go check out the new edition t-shirt. See if you need that in your life. And we always got to say thanks to Jay and all the crew at Radio Vegas Rocks. They stream us every week. Go to radiovegas.rocks. You can hear us and a lot of other great programs as well. And like we said, there's a little box on there where you can email the show. John can help you out with any problems you're having in your life and see how that works out for you. Who knows? Or you can send us anything there. If you like the show or want to see something or a comment.
If you want to make fun of us,
Yeah.
hey,
whatever you want to
Do
do. Or take some selfies. Use the hashtag blame your selfie for sure. Make sure you do that, especially if you're a mental case who likes to take pictures of themselves. And get that instant gratification Lee said is necessary for the world to move forward. So I guess with that being said, Lee,
Don't
anything
blame
else?
yourself when you can blame your selfie.
Burn this. This must never be seen.
Has anyone seen
by
this?
anyone.
You want me to play it again?
Has anybody seen this?
Nobody has seen this.
They have to be found and talked to.
Oh, next week we'll show you those Megan Barry photos.